Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duggar For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Josh Duggar files another appeal of his conviction. Today is Josh Duggar's 36th birthday. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's troublesome eldest kid will not be indulging in cake or ice cream. Instead, his day inside FCI Segoville, where he is serving more than a decade behind bars for possessing and receiving child pornography, will proceed on without concern for his birthday. Although it doesn't appear likely, Duggar wants his term at FCI Segoville to be shortened. There are other, more urgent matters on his mind, thus he is preoccupied with appealing his conviction. There is a crackdown on contraband in his prison right now. Josh Duggar is once more contesting his conviction. The legal team representing Josh Duggar is still working to have his 12.5-year prison sentence reduced. In October 2023, the struggling Duggar's previous appeal was overturned. His team has now started a new effort to have his conviction overturned. Josh's attorneys are requesting that the Supreme Court reconsider Duggar's case and reverse his conviction this time. Justin Gelfand has claimed in prior appeals that Josh Duggar was stopped by federal authorities from contacting his attorney. Additionally, he contended that the defense was not permitted to examine any other individual who might have had access to Duggar's work computer at the time when illicit documents were downloaded. It's unclear if Gelfand and Josh Duggar's other attorneys have developed new defenses for their most recent appeal. When the Supreme Court will consider the matter is unknown. Josh Duggar's apartment is under investigation for illegal activity. Corrections personnel at Duggar's prison are working to remove contraband from Josh's living quarters, while he spends his time trying to appeal his conviction. The housing unit owned by Josh Duggar can find itself in hot water. A source who spoke with the U.S. Sun claims that last week, the apartment where Josh resides was searched for illicit goods. Correction authorities uncovered plenty of contraband, including booze. The insider said mass punishment is on the table even if everything was seized. Josh Duggar has experience in illegal activity. Rumor had it that the father of 7 had been in a special housing unit last year due to discipline issues. Josh Duggar was taken from the general population and put in solitary confinement after a correctional officer discovered him in possession of a cell phone, according to a claimed insider who spoke to the U.S. Sun. The Department of Corrections declined to acknowledge the incident. He spent months in the SHU for the transgression, stated the insider. In the jail system, personal cell phones are prohibited. The troublesome Duggar's prison sentence was prolonged by 2 months, indicating that there was, in fact, a disciplinary issue somewhere down the line, even if there was never any confirmation of the transgression. Although he has now been reintegrated into society at large, this might alter if he is discovered in possession of illegal goods once more. Jeremy Vuolo, the husband of Duggar, appears to be criticizing his father-in-law Jim Bob's beliefs. Jeremy Vuolo, the husband of Jinger Vuolo née Duggar, appeared to make a jab at Jim Bob Duggar, the father-in-law, during a recent podcast guest appearance. The Reckoning on I-37 discussed legalism on Costi Hins for the Gospel podcast on Thursday, September 5th. Legalism is the belief that salvation can only be attained by following specific rules and laws, rather than by merely being pious. If you really want to assault the character and nature of God, give your people a list of rules and say, "Climb this to heaven." Alternatively, Jeremy remarked, "Climb this, and he'll still be happy with you." Legalism's diabolical distortion of God's essence is one of its side effects. It's a religion of the devil. Love is the foundation of all the laws that God has given us. On the episode, Jeremy did not mention Jim Bob 59. However, the Contentious Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP, a non-denominational religious organization strongly associated with Christianity, provided the father of 19 and his wife Michelle Duggar with the parenting guidelines for their children. In keeping with legalism, the IBLP has a history of enforcing stringent guidelines on its adherents, such as women dressed modestly and acting submissively, having courtships under close supervision, and refraining from using drugs and alcohol. A small number of Duggar kids have broken away from the IBLP's ideology over time. Duggar, 30, departed the company in September 2017 and has since made a point of expressing her regret. The sixth Duggar child claimed to have rejected the IBLP's teachings in order to begin a new spiritual journey as a devout Christian in her 2023 biography, Becoming Free Indeed. My faith has altered, but it is still there. I've been disentangling the faith rather than giving it up completely, she wrote. Even though Duggar has cut ties with the IBLP, she still talks about how it was growing up with the group's religious views on a regular basis. In a May podcast interview, she acknowledged that her parents had disapproved of some of the beliefs put forth by former IBLP head Bill Gothard. The mother of two recalled that Bill Gothard had told a teenager who had not yet accepted Christ that she would experience freedom if she followed his steps. There were thus lessons imparted that my parents would have disapproved of or ignored, telling their children it was wrong. Jessa Seawald, née Duggar, and husband Ben Seawald, Joanna Forsyth, née Duggar, and husband Austin Forsyth and Jill Dillard, née Duggar, and husband Derek Dillard have also verified that they no longer associate with the IBLP. It was revealed exclusively to In Touch in June by Shiny Happy People. Duggar Family Secrets producer Bly Faust that a lot of family members are still in the IBLP or are associated with the belief system. It frequently takes a very long time to break free and to truly realize what it is that you were a part of and how that affected you in your life, Bly said, whether it's Jill Duggar or others who are not part of the Duggar family. Plus, it's really bold.